What's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more automation. I know, first video after the long ass break, but we're back in automation, and I want to start a new series where I just design engines for cars. Like, plain and simple, I pretend that I'm one massive engine making company, and I supply engines to companies, to car companies who need them. So, for this first episode, I thought of designing an engine for a minivan for a lower class population. So like it's a big ass van for a very lower class population. So it's very, very cheap, and doesn't require a lot of maintenance. Doesn't need to be fast, but just needs to be reliable. So since it's cheap, I feel like inline threes are pretty easy to make. We do need reliability, so we're going to splurge a little bit over here. It is going to be a 1 liter. Come on down, you. Come on. Oh, that's a little too much. There we go. 1 liter, 3-cylinder motor. It's got to have some decent amount of power to it, so we're going to do an overhead cam with 4 valves. Actually, dual overheads with 5s. I feel like that will give it a decent amount of power and be able to get the minivan up to speed if they're hauling a bunch of people. Aluminum silicone for the reliability. We need to increase quality because it needs to be reliable. Forged steel, forged heavy pistons, and we'll go with balancing shafts. Increase the quality. These can I adjust these later. 6200 I think is a pretty good limit. We got VVT, variable valve time. We're going to keep this naturally aspirated just so there's not a higher chance of a turbo failure, and that's quite expensive to fix in case the turbo explodes and damages other parts of the engine. That's something we don't want. So we're going to keep it naturally aspirated. I feel like naturally aspirated, there's not going to be really any explosions per cylinder. This is newer tech. Race, we got to give it some, regular, advanced, rich fuel, I guess. We'll see how much it's making. We're going to give it some bypass valves. We're going to make it 50 millimeters. 2-way, baffled. Alright, so 101 horsepower. Not bad. It makes 117 Newton meters of torque. I think we can lower this, and increase RPM limits. There. 103 horsepower. That's pretty decent. Actually, that makes 118 if we rev it up all the way to 12,000. Now, that may seem counterintuitive, but that does give us the option, because all our parameters are so low, we can afford to increase the RPMs a little bit. That means we can have less gears in the transmission, aka less moving parts, more reliable, cheaper, more affordable. So that's why I was going for higher RPMs. And plus, having higher RPMs gave us a little bit more power. The torque went down a tiny bit, but 110 should be enough to power like a minivan. I'm not saying those little 3-row SUV kind of minivans. Nah, the full-size SUV minivans with the sliding doors. The full 3-row minivan with the sliding doors. That kind of minivan. So, yeah, it may look a little shabby. It may look a little shoddy. But, I mean, give it a little bit of a sportier and a little bit of higher compression. There we go. Bump that horsepower up a little bit more. 182 horsepower from a naturally aspirated 1 liter. 3-cylinder engine. That's quite impressive, even for a standard, like, cheap, reliable engine. So, like, the Conrads are experiencing high levels of RPM, considering using higher compression. We need to make sure this goes away, because that will decrease the level of reliability. Lowering the RPM or improving the Conrads. I don't really want to Conrads, titanium. Considering using higher compression. Alright. We will keep increasing the compression. Alright. Perfect. No warning. Let's get a compression ratio of 13. 185.5 horsepower. 131 Newton meters of torque. That's pretty dang good. Naturally aspirated, of course. This is the engine. Actually, the exhaust is a little large. Boop. Still a little large. I want to look good too. Oh shit. I like the lower one. That looks a little better. 96.8 horsepower. Alright. With 19mm exhausts. What the hell are we doing, man? I mean, this looks really good. But it makes 19 horsepower. Alright, 96 horsepower. We're going to pop that up to 38. Sacrifices the looks a little bit, but I think it'll perform a lot better. 179 horsepower. This looks good. No paint, no nothing. Just cheap. Cheap. Affordable, you know. So, I'm going to shut up and let's hear how this thing starts. My audio messed up there, so you guys probably couldn't hear a good shot. I mean, let me do it again. Sounds exactly like a shit can. One of those with no mufflers. Although I did put 2 baffled mufflers and a 2-way catalytic converter on her. So that's fine. The parameters didn't look too bad when I was running it. They were like greenish, yellowish. So I think we were alright in that aspect. But yeah, 179 horsepower from a 1-liter 3-cylinder naturally aspirated motor. I am not going to complain, especially considering this is designed for the lower end minivan, a minivan designed for lower class, so they're not going to get a lot of power anyway, but 179 exceeded my expectations. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm finally back, and I'll be posting videos every Monday through Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.